We've talked a lot about the diversity of life. Now we're going to talk about how we organize and relate it all to each other. Now we're going to talk about systematics. There are so many species out there, and it takes a little bit to organize and make sense of them. So now, first we're going to talk about what is systematics, and then we'll talk about taxonomy and how that works. So first, what are systematics? Systematics is a pretty big field. This means the study of classification and nomenclature of biology, and there's a couple different parts. First, we have taxonomy, and on the other hand, we have evolutionary relationships. In systematics, there's a couple of big questions. First, we ask, how are all these different organisms related? Through Darwin, we had this clue that there is this single common ancestor, but of course, some species are more closely related to each other than others. So we first want to understand what is that pattern of relationships. And next, once we know how they are related, how should we classify them? And can we classify them into anything meaningful? So there are a couple different parts we can think about here. So first, systematics is phylogeny plus our taxonomy. Phylogeny just means we're looking at evolutionary history, and then taxonomy, we have classification on one hand and on the other, nomenclature. But let's remind ourselves what deep similarity is, because this is really what we're thinking about here. We're thinking about deep similarity and how can we make sense of that? This just means that there's this unity of composition amongst all life. There's this same basic body plan for all living organisms. We all use DNA as our hereditary material. We all have this cellular structure. We all use the central dogma of molecular biology. And because DNA is common to all living organisms, we can also use that to compare the amount of similarity between different organisms. So most humans are about 99.9% similar. Chimpanzees are 98 point similar to us. Cats, we have 90% similarity. We're 85% similar to mice. 80% similar to cows, 61% similar to fruit flies, and strangely, 60% similar to chickens. So we're using this measure, we're slightly more similar to fruit flies than chickens, and bananas we're also about 60% similar to. So even though bananas are pretty different, they are plants, they aren't mobile, there's just a lot that is similar because of that basic cellular structure we have going on. Because you might notice that these numbers are a little bit weird, so do remember that evolutionary relationships are so much more than just, a simple measure of genetic similarity. There is much more going on than this single number that we boiled it down to. And really, it's all about like what are the interesting characteristics that define different groups of organisms, and what does that tell us about them? So for primates, of course, we're really smart, but also primates always have these very dexterous hands. We have nails, don't have claws. Our fingers are longer and more mobile. We have this opposable thumb, so we can have a better grip. But of course, other groups have interesting characteristics of their own. Birds, they have beaks, they can fly, and you can take any other group of organisms and do the same thing. So, can you explain? What are systematics, and what are the different parts within systematics?